Okay, greetings, brothers and sisters. This is another sort of Hollywood celebrities dropping like flies. This is one of the funnier ones that I've done because of the videos that people have sent me, mostly on Instagram. But there are a lot of funny video clips coming up here. But let's start here with My Pillow's Mike Lindell is broke, can't pay millions in legal bills, lawyers. Comedian Sarah Silverman claims she was stoned when she endorsed Israel's move to shut off Gaza's water. This is just a little bonus thing here. It says it here. Many are saying that I don't know where it says here. Is Israel is responsible for supplying Gaza with water and power. Gaza is occupied under Israel's control. This is why people call it apartheid. And Sarah Silverman, who believed the post and blamed it on being stoned, finally got to it. So she used that defense. Attorneys who have been defending My Pillow's chief executive and election denier, Mike Lindell, against defamation lawsuits by voting machine companies are seeking court's permission to quit, saying he owes them unspecified millions of dollars and can't pay the millions more that he will owe in legal expenses going forward. So he blew his My Pillow fortune on Trump and Trump's goofiness. Another satisfied Trump customer. Kat Van D says she spent almost 40 hours so far blacking out her body to cover tattoos she no longer wants. She's become a Christian and got baptized, so she got rid of all of her satanic things, including these tattoos that she's just putting black ink over. So these are some sort of drones that harvest food, which looks pretty good. I don't know how they do it, how they evaluate what they're doing, like how do they learn to pick the proper fruit. But this could be a game changer, right? At least in terms of apples. Okay, so this is an old video of the Island Boys who broke up, then they kissed and made up, and now they're back together again. And somebody added their own audio or changed the audio. It's kind of hilarious.
No rapper can do this, man, I swear. Hey. Uppercut. Yeah. Yo, show a leg check real quick. Yeah. 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 That's some China.
That's great. Okay, so here's somebody who I don't know if the guy is well, here it is.
I'm done.
Somebody said he actually broke her back and the family ended up killing him. Whatever that is, it wasn't good. So this is Sharon Stone.
This is a very difficult moment. I went to the wall.
She went to the wall in Israel. She's gone to the wall. She's gotten these, she's going full ghoul here.
In Jerusalem.
Jerusalem, the wall there. She's crying because she went to the wall with these man hands and these gaudy jewels.
And you can write on a small piece of paper your prayer.
Your prayer. She had a prayer. She wrote it on paper. I wonder what that prayer was.
And I prayed for peace.
Oh, so you failed. You suck at praying then, right? So you're admitting that you suck at praying?
And I put it in the wall.
She put it in the wall.
And I painted this painting of
She painted this painting. Sharon Stone, Jerusalem, acrylic on canvas.
Jerusalem of the wall.
Exactly. Let's shill for her painting and her artistry. She's much like Hunter Biden. She's reinventing herself as an artist.
And it's quite touching to me that it happens to be showing right now.
Exactly. It's all about me and my painting and my failure as a prayer, because, I prayed for peace and peace didn't happen.
The Hamas attack is happening. This is why I painted Jerusalem, because
That's why she painted it. She wanted to remind people she sucks at praying.
when you ask for peace, you ask for someone not to kill a stranger's child.
Yeah, but it didn't work. Like, is there no God, or did you suck at praying, or what happened there? Did Hamas just void out your prayers? Does it not work? Like, why did you even mention that? Because it's failed.
And imagine that you're accomplishing something.
And you did. You didn't accomplish anything, and your painting sucks. And so does your acting and your personality. So good luck. So this is Ireland. This car's floating, and like I've been in a flood, not that quite that deep. Middleton, Cork. I guess it's been raining there for like a straight month. And this is what's happening in the streets. Okay, so these guys pull up to a drive-thru, and they've pissed off the drive-thru attendant in some way. So he dumps the Coke into the car. Damn! And then he throws the burgers at him.
Okay, park.
And then they go and park the car.
Okay. Who's the president? Who's the president?
I already told you.
Who?
I gotta tell you again.
Yes.
That's not good. That's not good.
Why? Because I can't remember.
So this is an elderly woman who has dementia, and her daughter or granddaughter has asked her who the president is.
You have to tell me again.
I just told you, and then you can't remember. And I'm the one with dementia.
She's the one with dementia. She's not the only one, though.
You actually said that you didn't care who the president was. You didn't tell me who the president
you didn't
is.
tell us who. You said, I don't give a shit. She said, and I'm the one.
All right, one last time. Who's the president?
What?
Who is the president?
Was?
Who is the president?
Hell, now I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a hint. It starts with a J.
Starts with a J.
His first name. Last name starts with a B.
JB.
D?
B.
B, as in boy.
I don't want to play this game.
Okay.
Okay, what if I told you it was Joe Biden?
What?
Joe Biden?
I laugh.
I'd laugh.
That is our president. Actually.
She just found out the president's Joe Biden. They could do this all day.
Oh, poor you.
Poor USA.
Oh.
Kaboom. That's what dementia will do for you. Invasive Google search warrants get court green light. Here's everything you need to know. Colorado Supreme Court this week had the opportunity to hand down a historic judgment on the constitutionality of reverse keyword search warrants, a powerful new surveillance technique that grants law enforcement the ability to identify potential criminal suspects based on broad, far-reaching internet search results. Police said the creative warrants have helped them crack otherwise cold cases. Critics, which include more than a dozen rights organizations and major tech companies, argue the tool's immense scope tramples on innocent users' privacy and runs afoul of the Fourth Amendment protection against unreasonable searches by the government. It sounds pretty googly. Priest calls for Pope Francis to be killed, likens him to the devil. U.S. priest recently called for Pope Francis to be killed, prompting a Christian organization to launch a petition seeking to remove his priesthood, have his priesthood removed. So that sounds about right? They kind of screwing him on the photo here. Inside, chilling case of American missionary John Allen Chow, 26, who was killed in a hail was killed in a hail of arrows by indigenous tribe, he made desperate attempt to join their reclusive community so he could teach them about Jesus. He was a missionary. He went out there and tried to convince them about the glories of Jesus Christ, and then they showed it to him by killing him in a hail of Aboriginal arrows. So now eagles are just attacking people straight up. So the eagles come down and attacking these people. That's a huge eagle, and it's beating the crap out of these people here. Now here's Ron DeSantis. Watch his creepy eyes here.
I will not let you down.
He's just not good at smiling. Biden appears to make up another story and reads off script before taking questions.
And by the way, I told you about my uncle who won the Purple Heart, the Battle of the Bulge, and my father's younger brother. My father came to me after I was a senator, and he said, you know, his brother's name was Frank. And he said, you know, Uncle Frank never got his Purple Heart. I think you could find out about that. I was a senator, so I found out, and sure enough he did, so I got a Purple Heart for him. I invited him over to the house with the family to give it to him. He said, I don't want the damn thing. And I said, why? He said, the others died. I didn't. I don't want it. And an awful lot of brave people died as well there.
Okay, so I've seen this before. They say that there's no evidence that this is doesn't add up, factcheck.org. No data to back Joe Biden's story about his uncle's Purple Heart. And then this, few other things. But he did say something like this before. And I'll find it. It's a gaffe. I'm going to go look for it now. Okay, so I covered this before. And the Washington Post, of all places, covered this story. So in the story he just told, his father's brother got a Purple Heart. And when Biden went to give him the Purple Heart, he said, I don't want it. They all died. Okay, so that's Biden's latest version of this story. The story I heard before once, but the Washington Post has put together this kind of epic compilation about a soldier who did something heroic and then says the exact thing at the end of it. And so let's go through it here.
I've been in and out of Afghanistan and Iraq 28 times. I've been in and out of Iraq and Afghanistan over 29 times.
How many times?
I've been in and out of Afghanistan and Iraq over 30 times.
They're screwing him here, right? This is the Washington Post. And why are you so angry, bro? Let's play that again.
I've been in and out of Afghanistan and Iraq over 30 times.
Over 30 times. It wasn't like you were in there fighting. Why are you so angry? You mad, bro?
At the PRT, in a makeshift meeting room surrounded by rocks, mud, and sandbags, but filled with flat screens and computers, a two-star general traveling with us performed an impromptu award ceremony. He gave a bronze star to a corporal who looked to me to be about 25 years old.
So this is original story, and everything that he said here, he was more lucid, maybe a little bit less of a liar, I don't know. I mean, he's always been a liar and a plagiarizer. But in this story, it was a two-star general. He's going to say a four-star general in a bit. It was the general who gave the medal, not Biden himself, right? And he was a congressman back then. This is an old, video. He wasn't vice president. It wasn't his uncle who fought in World War II, or I don't know what war, probably World War II. It wasn't his uncle. It was a 25-year-old corporal, not a captain, who he's later going to call a captain. So he's going to change all those things, right? Captain to corporal to captain. All these things he's going to change now.
I found myself in Iraq being asked by General Ordiano, a four-star, to pin a silver medal.
So he's saying a general pinned it in the other story. So he's story, and that was his most lucid, the first one. He wasn't involved in pinning this medal on the soldier, right? And again, with his dad's brother, his uncle, he was a congressman, so it was before all of this stuff, right? Because his dad's brother fought in World War II, and so this like it's a whole different deal here, right?
On a young captain. I have been asked in a forward operating base in the middle of a godforsaken nowhere in the upper Konar Valley in Afghanistan to pin a silver star on a young, coincidentally, Navy captain in what they call a FOB, a forward operating base. I pinned medals on silver stars on soldiers up in the upper Konar Valley in the middle of a firestorm the poor guys have gone through.
This is the one that I saw before.
Young Navy captain, Navy, up in the mountains in the Konar Valley in Afghanistan.
Who
Wait, so he was Navy and he was fighting in the mountains? Sounds kind of suspicious.
had pulled a badly wounded gunner to safety, returning fire to repel the enemy, and then keeping his buddy alive until medevac arrived.
Who had pulled someone out of a burning Humvee, risking his life. One of his buddies got shot, fell down a ravine about 60 feet. This guy climbed down a ravine, carried this guy up on his back under fire.
Down a ravine, he carried a guy. He climbed up a ravine with a full-grown man on his back. A limp, unconscious, dying full-grown man on his back. He climbed up the ravine.
He had gone down a ravine to rescue one of his men who had been shot, brought him back under hail of gunfire, was wounded, but the young man died.
I know it sounds a little corny, but
It sounds corny, real corny.
I don't think there was a dry eye in the house.
And the general wanted me to pin the silver star on him. And when
I thought it said that the general pinned the silver star.
I went to pin it on him in front of the entire brigade. And I went to pin the silver star with General Rodriguez, pin the silver star on his chest. I got up there and stand and said, God's truth, my word is abiding.
His word is a Biden. We don't know Bidens are known for their honesty. His word is a Biden.
He stood at attention. I went to pin him. I said, sir, I don't want the damn thing. He stood at me, looked at me, and said, sir, I don't want the medal. I don't want the medal. I don't want it, sir. He died. He died. I don't deserve it. Do not pin it on me, sir. Please, sir. Do not do that. He died. He died. He died, Mr. Vice President. I don't want the medal. How many nights does that kid go to sleep?
I don't know. Every night. I'm going to vote. I'm final answer every night. So that's and this is what he said. I'll show you what he said in the Instagram video.
Invited him over to the house with the family to give it to me. He said, I don't want the damn thing. I said, why? He said, the others died. I did. I don't want it. And
Joe Biden has always done this. He's always lied, embellished, plagiarized. I mean, he ran for president in 80-something, 90-something, whatever. First time he ran for president was in the 80s, I think. And he got caught plagiarizing several speeches and had to withdraw in shame and embarrassment. He ran again 3 more times. Finally, he won the nomination when he was senile, right? like he sucked before. And when I was looking for that, the one time I heard this story in what I considered a gaffe, and I showed it in a couple videos, but I didn't have it in my compilation. So I found that the Washington Post had put it in a compilation. I mean, the Washington Post is covering him being a liar and, basically senile. And he's always sucked. But here's my compilation, my JoJo Magoo compilation. I thought I threw it in there since I pulled it up here. Greetings, brothers and sisters. This is a compilation of some of the gaffes, things that JoJo has said. Just a few of them. I don't think I have all of them. But just some of the gaffes that I've covered. And I know there's things I don't know about, and there's future gaffes. But as of December 2019, these are JoJo's gaffes, right? And, Yeah, enjoy them.
We got to recognize that kid wearing a hoodie may very well be the next poet laureate and not a gangbanger. Ladies and gentlemen, there are too many black men, and I might add women, in prison. Stay in fact, anyway, my time's up. I'm sorry.
I was ready to prostitute myself. And
if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. We choose truth over facts. A big portion of it called Crimea. Right. He's saying that it was President, my boss, it was his fault.
This is President, my boss, it's his fault.
Do not pin it on me, sir. Please, sir. Do not.
Look, why should voters give you another chance?
Because the God's done before. Oh, yeah. It's your professionalism that I respect. Because the God's done before. I'm the only one up here who's ever beat the NRA. They have every problem coming to them. We have to make sure that every single child does, in fact, have 3, 4, and 5-year-olds go to school, not daycare, school. We bring social workers into homes of parents to help them deal with how to raise their children. Play the radio, make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night, the phone, make sure the kids hear words. A kid coming from a very poor school, or a very poor background, hear 4 million words fewer spoken by the time they get there. There's so much no, I'm going to go like the rest of them do, twice over, okay?
Look at this creepy guy touching her hair, snoozling her.
okay, right.
Just how creepy is this? Goes on forever. This
guys, look up the Senate photographer up
this
top.
creepy MF. Get the porn cam. Get the grope cam up there.
Can I have one with Jess alone?
Dad's gonna stand pretty close.
Dad's gonna have to stand pretty close. Dad's gonna have to stand pretty close. And they laughed, right?
She's a lovely child. By the way, if I were young, I'd choose parties. I went to pin him. I said, sir, I don't want the damn thing. Do not pin it on me, sir. Please, sir. Do not do that. I went to pin him. I said, sir, I don't want the damn thing. Do not pin it on me, sir. Please, sir. Do not do that. I went to pin him. I said, sir, I don't want the damn thing. Do not pin it on me, sir. Please, sir. Do not do that.
So here's an example of some more of his snoozling and groping and nuzzling behaviors. It's just really creepy, this guy, right? And there's more gaffes coming, spoken gaffes. But this behavior, this guy should be unelectable, right? And it's just right there in front of everybody.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap. Increasing exponentially. Top 1.
Exponentially.
2% have done exponentially better. The only African-American woman that ever been elected to the United States Senate. A whole range of people.
No,
my point is...
that's not true. The other one is here.
I said the first. I said the first.
You didn't say the first. Let's go back. You said the only. He said, I said the first. I said the first. Look at Kamala Harris getting a big belly laugh here.
African-American elected. First. African-American. So my point is,
he's fucking senile.
the reasons I was picked.
But the biggest one is he forgot or tried to lie about something that he said literally seconds earlier, right? He says only, and he goes back and tries to change history right there. And says, no, I said first. I said first, not only.
Caucus, the only African-American woman that ever been elected to the United States Senate.
He just said only. It was only, we heard it, Joe.
A whole range of people.
No,
My point is,
that's not true. The other one is here.
Look at his confused look.
I said the first.
He literally just said only, and he got a confused look on his face like, oh, and then he tried to rearrange reality and change it, what he said, from only to first. I mean, it's just right there. Like, he's confused. Watch his confused face here.
The only African-American woman that ever been elected to the United States Senate. A whole range of people.
No,
My point is,
that's not true.
True,
The
Joe.
other one is here.
I said the first. I said the first African-American elected.
Corn pop.
We're allowed to. There was a 3-meter board, and you fell off sideways. You landed on the darn cement over there.
He's so funny.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
And he ran a bunch of bad boys.
And he ran with a bunch of bad boys. All right, remember Corn Pop. This guy's the phenom, right? He's the phenom of gaffes, inappropriate behaviors, all of it. And I didn't even get into his no malarkey tour, right? Because that's a part of it. He has a no malarkey tour going on. And so, well, I guess that's here. And so you have this no malarkey guy, and he's kind of full of malarkey, right? And so, yeah, this is JoJo. And how could this guy possibly win the presidency? Like, it would mean America's completely, utterly broken on every level. If this guy ends up being president, America's completely broken. All right, this is Paul Romano, definitely reporting from the apocalypse. Everyone have a blessed day and be grateful.